Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go, this is Valley News Live at noon.
We start with some breaking news. It was a scary lunch break for some people in South Moorhead after police received reports of a man with a knife at the Burger King. Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jordan Schreier. The call came in just after 11 to the fast food restaurant off of I-94 and 8th Street. Scanner traffic indicated someone had been cut. Our reporter on scene saw this ambulance and a police car. Both of them have since left the scene. We will let you know more information as it becomes available. Right now in the metro, we're looking at a pretty nice afternoon, but will it stay that way today and into the weekend? For a check of our forecast, let's head on over to Storm Team meteorologist Justin Fanfarelli.
And thank you, Jordan. Good afternoon, everybody. Yes, temperatures are on their way up. We were really cool this morning with the clear skies. Most of us into the 30s. Now we're mainly into the mid 40s to lower 50s in the southern half of our viewing area. Making our way further north, some 40s on the map. Most of us, though, into the lower 50s right now. Winds are still going to be from the north or northwest. And starting to get a little breezy, 10 to 20 miles per hour in most places, some higher gusts, especially up and down the Red River Valley. We are seeing just a few passing clouds across the region. Otherwise, a good amount of sunshine. That's going to be the story, at least for the next couple of hours. We're looking off to our south and to our west. Some clouds, some rain showers into South Dakota. We will see increasing clouds going through this afternoon as that system moves in. Most of us staying dry, though, as temperatures rise into the upper 50s and lower 60s. We'll tell you what to expect as we go through the weekend, including a cool down and multiple chances of moisture. That's coming up later in the newscast.
Thank you, Justin. Police are still investigating the circumstances surrounding a train versus pedestrian accident in downtown Fargo. Police were called around 6:30 last night to the railroad tracks near 2nd Street and 4th Avenue North. They found the body of a man who had been hit by a train that was traveling from Fargo to Moorhead. The incident happened near Wildflower Park in the Oak Grove neighborhood. Police say there are no vehicle crossings in that area. The victim's name will be released after his family is notified. Police are asking for help finding a missing teenager from Grand Forks. She's a 15-year-old Jasmine Metcalf. Police say she was picked up by two men, William Davidson and Adam Blankenship, both of Williston. If you have any information on Metcalf's whereabouts, you're urged to call your local law enforcement. A former Minneapolis police officer on trial for murder is expected back on the witness stand today. It was the first time that we have heard from Muhammad Noor since the shooting death of Justine Damond. She had called 911 to report a possible sexual assault behind her home, but was shot minutes later when she approached Noor's squad car. Noor testified yesterday that he and his partner were startled by a loud bang on their car. He said he saw a woman at his partner's window raise her right arm, and he fired his gun to stop the perceived threat. A frightening multi-vehicle crash outside Denver left several people dead. Authorities are still unsure exactly how many, and it caused a massive inferno on Interstate 70 and shut down that busy highway for hours. Overnight, investigators combed the crash site for victims and clues. More than a dozen cars and 3 semi-trucks were involved in this horrific accident. Kathy Parks reports.
Overnight, investigators on the scene of a terrible crash and fire on a busy Denver highway.
Someone hit me on the right side of my truck, and I look over and I see a car on fire. I hear the big explosion on it.
The accident happened during Thursday evening's rush hour. Police say a number of people have been killed, but they're not able to confirm how many victims died because some of the cars involved were so badly damaged.
Just cured anxiety.
Oh my God!
This shocking video capturing the moments right before the crash. It appears to show a tractor trailer barreling down the shoulder of the road.
We almost died.
Authorities say traffic was backed up because of an earlier accident involving a school bus and a truck. The speeding semi may have been trying to get around it.
The semi was eastbound and ended up colliding with the stopped cars that were stopped because of the accident up ahead of it.
One of the trucks involved in the crash was carrying lumber, adding fuel to the fire that ignited. The flames quickly engulfing more than a dozen cars and 3 trucks. Thick black smoke visible for miles.
The smoke was so bad they were getting out of their cars and running.
At least 6 people were hospitalized, including the driver of the speeding semi.
There's 6 cars that are just scorched, vehicles flipped over. Just said everything under here is scorched from the flames from the truck. I don't know when they're going to open this back up again. It's going to be a very long time.
Authorities say the bridge where the accident occurred was badly damaged, not from the impact of the collision, but from the intense heat from the flames.
The driver of the truck that appears to have caused the crash is in the hospital. The extent of his injuries are unknown at this time. In our consumer alert this afternoon, Amazon is raising the bar on shipping with speedier service. The e-commerce giant is rolling out free one-day standard shipping for its Prime members. The current wait for packages, if you're a Prime member, is 2 days for most items, or 1 day if the order is at least $35 on eligible items. Amazon says it expects to spend about $800 million in its efforts to cut the delivery time in half. It's estimated that Amazon reaches more than 50% of U.S. households, and that number is growing. There is no word yet on when the change will go into effect. Get some cash on hand. The West Fargo Rummage Sale is back at Veterans Memorial Arena for its 25th year, and it's bigger than ever with over 150 different vendors. People can find anything from antiques to clothes, and with the low prices on items, it'll be hard not to walk away without a bag full.
If you're looking for a deal, this is the place to go, and a lot of the vendors are willing to make a deal. So this is if you like to haggle with prices, this is also your place to go.
The rummage sale will start at 7 tomorrow morning. It costs $3 to get in. Kids 17 and under are free. Don't forget, tonight's the Bison Spring football game, and you can watch it live from 6:30 to 8 p.m. on KVLY. And that means Wheel of Fortune will move to KX4 right here at 6:30. Plus, the show Blacklist will air from 8 to 10 immediately after the game.